So we're back up to the start now with the heat of the Thames Challenge Cup, race number 23. On the Berkshire station we have Thames Rowing Club B, and on the Buckinghamshire station we have Quintin Boat Club. Thames being the winners of this event the last 2 years, you know, huge caliber of athletes at the club. You expect them to get off to a nice fast start, being coached by Ben Lewis. Just a little bit steering again from the Quintin crew. That's the last thing you want in that first couple hundred meters, where you're trying to be explosive out the blocks.
Thames have been building some brilliant Henley history, haven't they? Really strong, and of course that attracts strong rowers to the club. So it becomes then it's easier to keep winning, to keep the strength coming through. But these are local rivals, one based at Putney, one based at Chiswick, and Quintin are going to be giving everything they can to hang on to Thames.
And that's another thing about racing head-to-head, those rivalries, you know, when you do get those matchups from the same stretch of river, trained on the same area of water, you know, one end's obviously up at Chiswick and one's down at Putney, but just that competitive nature of those two clubs on that stretch of the river.
Exactly, and everyone knows who's, you know, people move between the clubs, everyone's knowing sounds of ergo scores at each club, but you can see a really dominant Thames B saying we want to go through, we want to go further through this regatta. Part of a squad, and of course that's the benefit when you're Thames B. You've got crews that you're aiming, Thames A crew that you're training with, that you're aspiring with, that you're seeing that next level day to day in training, land training on the water. You've always got that competition that helps you to raise the standard. Got 3 crews qualifying for the Thames Challenge Cup, which in itself is saying something about the strength of rowing at the moment.
And that's just in this particular event. They've got 3 crews, but across all the events at Henley they've got 65 athletes competing, which is an incredible stat for a club.
Amazing.
And you talked about that, you know, that kind of winning system. You know, once people see that, they want to be part of that. They want their opportunity. So, you know, and that dual competition they'll have internally just takes it to another level.
It does, and the expectation is that winning's possible. It's not might we win, it's kind of like which crew is going to win, and I want to be in the winning crew. And again, that mentality is very different when you're coming into these dual races one-on-one. You just have that belief that what we're doing is working and we've got to execute it, and if I don't execute it there'll be someone to take my seat. So, you know, I'm going to deliver and raise my standard all the time.
It must be a really hard work. It's a nice position to be in as a coach or a head coach, but then obviously when you come to the events themselves, that's actually quite hard, because you've got all these athletes that are committed to your program, and then they're all going to compete against each other at Henley or a particular event. And how do you kind of, you know, look after one and not the other sort of thing? So that's a real balancing act from the head coach, I think.
It is. I think it's a good problem to have. Most coaches would want that problem, and I mean these are experienced guys as well. They've got racing experience. A lot of them are at different levels before, and some of them have rowed, you know, much younger in their careers as well. So we've got a mix of ages, haven't we? I think in the Thames Cup, the strokeman is twice the age of Quintin, a dress school sitting, you know, further down the crew, which is, you know, a great mix of youth and experience, and you know that really helps some of these crews to be great fun to row in as well.
And I always think that, for me, that's the best balance, that kind of, you know, experience and the kind of, you know, that naivety of being young and no fear. You know, we can beat anyone, we can do anything, and I think that blend of both is so powerful as a combination.
And it's worked for Thames B today. They are moving through.
So as they come towards the finish line, Thames B take this heat of the Thames Challenge Cup against Quintin Boat Club. Just unreal. And that sportsman or sportsperson-like conduct at the end of racing, the cheering, you know, that's another great part of Henley.
It is.